The crypto market stands at a crossroads, October 28, 2025. It's a moment that feels both familiar and entirely new, as if the entire financial world is holding its breath, waiting for the next big move. The choices made now could echo for years, shaping not just portfolios, but the very fabric of how we exchange value. The air is thick with anticipation, and every glance at the screen carries the weight of possibility. Investors, traders, and everyday people are all tuned in, sensing that something significant is about to unfold. The stakes have never been higher. Volatility is the new normal, and fortunes can be made or lost in a matter of hours. The market's wild swings are both exhilarating and nerve-wracking, keeping everyone on edge. We're not just spectators at XRP Insights, we're piecing together the puzzle as it unfolds in real time. Every chart, every headline, every rumor is a clue in a much larger story that's still being written. The big question: are we on the verge of a historic bull run, or is a period of consolidation ahead? No one knows for sure, and that uncertainty is what makes this moment so electric. The only certainty is change. Institutions are circling, governments are debating, and developers are building at breakneck speed. The world's biggest players are no longer on the sidelines, they're shaping the rules, investing billions, and racing to innovate. This is no longer about quick gains, it's about understanding the deep forces shaping the future of money. The conversation has shifted from speculation to strategy, from hype to substance. Every news item, regulatory move, and tech breakthrough is a strategic play in a global game. The headlines you see today could become the history lessons of tomorrow, and every decision matters. Behind the scenes, innovation is accelerating. New protocols, decentralized applications, and cross-border payment systems are being tested and launched at a dizzying pace. The technology is evolving faster than ever before. Our role: interpret the moves, anticipate the next chapter, and stay engaged. We're here to connect the dots, to help you see the patterns before they become obvious. The potential for a more inclusive financial future keeps us hooked. Crypto isn't just about wealth, it's about access, empowerment, and rewriting the rules for everyone, everywhere. In crypto, curiosity and adaptability are essential. What's true today may be obsolete tomorrow. The only way to thrive is to keep learning, keep questioning, and stay open to new possibilities. Stay vigilant, stay humble, and be ready to challenge your assumptions. The market rewards those who are prepared, not just those who are lucky. The path forward is winding, but for those passionate about this space, in this and stare, in dan, it's then stands, the miles. So then sand stands, so thens. They're the most exciting journey in finance. Every twist and turn brings new opportunities and new lessons. So let's dive in, stay curious, and see where the next turn leads. The future of crypto is being written right now, and you're a part of it. Let's zoom out. Global trade and traditional markets are shifting in ways we haven't seen in decades. The world's economies are more connected than ever, and every move in one market can ripple across the globe in seconds. A new US-China trade agreement has calmed markets, sending stocks to record highs. Investors are feeling optimistic, and the mood on Wall Street is electric. This renewed confidence is fueling a surge in traditional assets, with major indices breaking new ground. But what does this mean for crypto? When stocks soar, some investors pull back from riskier assets like Bitcoin and XRP, reallocating funds to what they see as safer bets. Crypto prices can dip as money flows back into equities, reflecting a shift in risk appetite. Yet relentless money printing by central banks worldwide makes digital assets like Bitcoin more attractive as a hedge against inflation. As governments inject trillions into the economy, concerns about the long-term value of fiat currencies grow. Think of Bitcoin as digital gold, a way to preserve value as fiat currencies erode. Like gold, Bitcoin is limited in supply, making it a safe haven for those worried about inflation and currency devaluation. Savvy investors are quietly diversifying into crypto for long-term security. They're not just chasing quick gains, they're building resilient portfolios that can weather economic storms and benefit from the growth of digital assets. For XRP, global trade health matters. Its value grows as cross-border payments become more critical, especially in a world where businesses demand faster, cheaper, and more reliable ways to move money internationally. Ripple's solutions thrive when money moves freely, making XRP's utility more relevant. As more financial institutions adopt blockchain for settlements, XRP's role as a bridge currency becomes increasingly important. Positive trade environments can accelerate adoption, even if the impact isn't immediate. As global commerce expands, the need for efficient digital payment solutions only grows, paving the way for broader crypto integration. The undercurrents of global finance are setting the stage for crypto's next act. As the world adapts to new economic realities, digital assets are poised to play a bigger role than ever before. The stock market is a steady train, predictable, slow, and driven by decades of history. Investors feel safe, guided by earnings and stability. Crypto, on the other hand, is a wild roller coaster. Breathtaking highs, sudden drops, and constant twists. Volatility scares some, but it attracts those chasing outsized returns. Stock investors rely on data and past performance. Crypto investors bet on future potential and disruptive technology. In crypto, community conviction drives buy-the-dip mentality, even during sharp declines. It's a market built on vision as much as numbers. While the stock market offers a smooth ride, crypto delivers the most exhilarating and risky journey in finance. The difference in psychology is stark logic versus belief, stability versus possibility. Both rides have their place, but only one promises to rewrite the rules. Which will you choose? Let's focus on XRP, a lesson in patience, discipline, and the subtle art of reading the market's mood. In the world of crypto, every coin tells a story, but few are as intriguing as XRP's. While other coins surge and capture headlines, XRP quietly consolidates, moving sideways and building a strong base beneath the surface. This period of calm can be deceiving, but it's where the groundwork is laid for future moves. This isn't stagnation, it's smart money accumulating, quietly positioning before the next big move. Seasoned investors recognize these phases as opportunities, not setbacks. The community splits. Long-term believers hold firm, confident in their research. Traders play the range, seeking quick profits. Meanwhile, the impatient exit at a loss, frustrated by the lack of action. Understanding this psychology is crucial. It's not just about charts and numbers, but about human behavior, how fear, hope, and impatience drive decisions. Sideways action builds support, like laying the foundation for a skyscraper. Without a solid base, no structure can stand tall for long. The longer the base, the bigger the potential breakout. History shows that patience, during these periods, often leads to the greatest rewards. Emotional discipline is key. Markets prey on fear and greed, testing your resolve at every turn. Many give in to emotion, but the wise stay focused. The most successful investors detach from short-term swings and stick to their strategy, trusting the process even when the market seems stagnant. XRP's current price action is a masterclass in market psychology, revealing how patience and conviction can set the stage for dramatic change. It's a test of conviction and patience, a waiting game that separates the impulsive from the disciplined. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, this is a case study in how markets behave before a catalyst. The signs are there for those willing to look deeper. The next move could be powerful. Are you ready to act when the opportunity finally arrives? The real story of XRP is its growing utility and Ripple's expanding network. Ripple's partnerships with banks and fintechs aren't just headlines, they're real-world adoption. Each new integration strengthens the network, especially in regions needing better cross-border payments. Ripple's tech aims to make remittances faster and cheaper, a life-changing innovation for millions. The annual Swell conference is a major catalyst, where Ripple unveils new products and partnerships. The community watches Swell closely for announcements that could move the market. Anticipation is high. Will we see a central bank partnership or a breakthrough product? Swell connects Ripple's vision to real-world progress, revealing the drivers behind XRP's value. These developments are more than hype. They're building the foundation for XRP's future. Watch this space. The next announcement could be game-changing. The crypto world is fixated on ETFs. After Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF approvals, all eyes are on which asset is next, XRP included. An ETF bridges traditional finance and crypto, making access seamless for mainstream investors. For XRP, regulatory clarity is the last hurdle. The SEC is cautious, watching how current ETFs perform. Major players like BlackRock and Fidelity are ready, but waiting for the green light. The timeline is uncertain, months, maybe longer, depending on legal and political shifts. Regulators want investor protection and market maturity before moving forward. An XRP ETF would legitimize the asset and unlock massive institutional capital. The market is watching every regulatory move. Approval would be a watershed moment for crypto. For now, it's a waiting game, but anticipation is building. The next regulatory decision could change everything. Amid the hype, it's vital to heed voices of caution. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, urges patience and a long-term view. Building real utility is a marathon. Regulators warn about volatility and risk, aiming to protect consumers as the market matures. Their involvement signals crypto's growing legitimacy, not its demise. Even bullish investors advise, never risk more than you can afford to lose, and always do your own research. Investing in crypto is like extreme sports. Passion is great, but respect the risks. Caution isn't pessimism, it's preparation. Balancing optimism with realism leads to smarter decisions. Read between the lines of what leaders and regulators say. They provide context beyond the headlines. Acknowledging risk strengthens your strategy for the ups and downs ahead. Stay grounded, stay informed, and navigate with both eyes open. As we stand at this crossroads, the story of crypto and XRP is just heating up. Global trade, market psychology, partnerships and regulation are all converging. Watch Ripple's execution. New partnerships and the Swell conference are key checkpoints. Regulatory news, especially around ETFs, remains the biggest catalyst. Macro trends, like inflation and stock market performance, will shape investor behavior. Innovation is relentless. New features and use cases emerge daily. The narrative is complex, but that's what makes it compelling. There are no guarantees, only a journey of discovery. XRP Insights will keep breaking down the story as it unfolds. The next chapter is about to be written, let's explore it together.